Hi guys.
Hello.
We just had dogs jumping into our camera. You might see it in a previous episode. Before we've been talking about samskaras and how to remove them and how to actually becoming aware of our thoughts and habits patterns that we talked about. What is your spiritual guidance on removing the habits that are not serving on our spiritual path?
So, as I said, like I have seen people, for them replacing something from their older habit is something very miserable, you know. It's not so easy. Like habit is very deeply rooted in a very deeper level. So one person has to have a very strong decision to change that habit, you know, that is there. Sometimes we are so connected to that habit with emotional level, in a deeper level. So it's in us as a pattern, and it always is very easy to get into the old habits unless and until you do it for 48 days, you know. That's
48 days.
Yeah. So it's
to remove samskara of the habits.
Yeah, if you're very sincere, you have to do it for a mandala. That's what we say.
What is
a one mandala is 48 days. So 48 days, if you are going to do something very sincerely, probably there is a seed going into you which can try to help you getting out of the samskara. But the very difficult part is our weaker mind, you know. It finds all good logical reasons and all reasons for us to, you know, break that idea of getting away from the samskara.
Yeah.
So if you would like to have a coffee, like it will find all good reasons for you to get back to that old habit. So the biggest task would be to face our mind. And you know, it's all its projection for us to get back to the old habit. So that is something. It's
interesting.
So that is something I see. It has to be shaken up for them to, because that's something. Samskara is kind of a pattern. So mind is always trying to be a pattern, and I used to say, like I used to share what I feel about that is, it's very difficult to actually, you know, the body, warming up our body is more easy, like doing yoga and breathing and things like that. But a lazy mind is something, it's more
difficult to deal with that.
Yeah.
So what is for you like the best way to actually, from person who never heard meditation, who never did any spiritual practices, what is the best way to start training your lazy mind?
Okay, break the pattern. Just get out of the regular routine and try to get to some detoxification, or you know,
Like what?
I will say go to some spiritual ashrams or forests and try to do some eco living and try to minimalize your needs and priorities, and
Minimalize your needs and priorities.
and try to challenge yourself, not challenging in a very rude way.
Yeah.
Try to challenging in a way where you see yourself that how much you are in need of other things, but actually in a way you don't need anything at all. You know, life, it's like, it's whatever we need, it's just luxury things. But what is required for our happiness has nothing to do with the external world. You know, so it's just to get away from the regular routine, go to some forest, or also I would say lighting up a lot of lights. I love to, because all my spiritual journey, all the guidances were so far from the light. I always felt there is a strong connection between the sound and the light. Sound, okay. Yeah.
What kind of light?
Yeah, so what I like, until 13 or 14 I used to receive all this channeling mantras, but I never took it so detailed, so inside, you know. I never took it in a way where I respect that experience. It was like I had a very logical mind, and so you know, I really want to understand everything in a way, like I want to bring everything down, and it has to justify. So it was, I was having that issue for a long time. But when I was 13 or 14, probably, we have a havan system. It's just like you invoke a sacred fire in a havan. So what we call it homa in South India, Homam or Yagam in South India, where we invoke sacred fire. And so I had a program where I have to invoke the sacred fire, and slowly the sacred fire is always, fire anywhere, fire wherever you keep, it always looks up to the sky. The fire is always going up, so fire has a very strong connection in purification process. So what I was having a strong connection with the fire, and the more and more I was having the connection with the fire, the sound which I was channeling became more and more intense. So it's like as though they are having a conversation. The fire and the sound is having a conversation. The mantra and the rhythm of fire and the heat of fire had a unique combination, which actually helps you to cleanse the whole surroundings and whole. Yeah.
That's cool. Yesterday,
it's more in detail, huh?
Yeah, no, but it's important just to really to see like how actually the channeling gifts are connected to the elements of the earth, the fire,
elements, yes.
yeah, to all of those elements. Something was actually very interesting to me what you said yesterday about the gurus.
Yeah.
So because in the Western traditions, we do believe in gurus, and some of the, let's say, New Age spiritual development say that you are your own guru, right? Like don't create any guru, that you don't idolize anyone, don't try to follow blindly someone. And then you told me that actually the right guru would attract you by his or her own spiritual intensity or presence. Did I understand you right?
Yeah.
So, and could you give us like some tips how can we actually find our guru, or is the guru is finding us? So what is
Most
your
of the times guru
recommendation here?
finds the disciple, most of the time.
Really?
Yeah. So when the guru feels it, the disciple will appear in front of them. So it's like many times guru finds the disciple.
Yeah, when the student is ready, right?
Yeah, when the student is ready. So you can also understand, like when the student is ready, the guru will appear. So it's also can be understood like that, right?
So okay, then what needs the student to do so that the guru finally comes from the earth?
Yes. So I feel like I used to say, like, first thing is there is nothing wrong in exploring different kind of spirituality across the world. World is full of divine things. A lot of beautiful things are happening all over the world. So the spiritual awakening is in many places, and it's good to go and explore all that. And
Different techniques.
Be with different gurus, talk to them, and stay there and just leave your identity. Try to get accustomed to that routine and see how you are into it and all that. It's all beautiful. It's one level, okay. At one point you will know the importance of a guru. A guru is completely like when you are in front of a guru, your actual ego is not working. You don't feel the I, you feel your guru, where you're able to go down yourself completely, where you feel surrender, and where you don't feel yourself, but you see only guru. I feel there is a time that unique experience is happening to you where you're meeting your guru.
Like what?
Yeah.
What are those unique experiences?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
that
where
your ego is not there.
Ego is not there. You don't see yourself. You just see them. Like you're not important to you anymore. Like there is no ego. Okay, there is a strong connection which is not emotional, which is not understandable. It is purely to do with the energy. So that's why in order to put it, I'm just saying that you don't think, or there is no mind there. There's something very strongly happening in the energy level, and you know it. Okay, so that's how a guru will be
remover of your ego.
Yeah, you will get a glimpse of it. It's not, you will not sustain it at one point. You will come back to your normal things, but you know it. Like even when your guru talks to you, or when your guru is telling things on your face, just tell you on your face.
Yeah.
you will be, you know it hurts you, but you will be able to receive it.
Yeah. You know that this is for a
This
good
is for
reason.
your good
Yeah.
reason.
Yeah.
So you are putting your guru on the top, you know, the priority. He's on the priority. So these things happens when you're very intensely connected to the guru. The physical, being close in the circle is no more important. You can be thousands of kilometers away from him or her, but everything in the world is more of energy and channeling and connecting, you know. So if you're so genuinely connected, that will help you to open up your karmic realms, karmic layers, you know. It's nothing like, you know, I will finish this course, spirituality, I will finish this course, I will do this TTC, I will do that, I will do this, and I'm going to have this particular level. It's not that, you know, it's more intense, it's more sensitive. We have to develop that sensitivity and, you know, that awareness. The guru is the one who actually tunes your awareness so that you are sensitive enough to all this different layer of yourself, you know. And sometimes, in spite of being so much clear about what you do and what you have and all that, there is something, suddenly your mind just changes from this direction to this direction, this direction to this direction. So you're completely changing.
Yeah.
Because there the karma works, there the astrological things works, you know. So it's very complex. So it's always good to have a guru. It's not a blind belief. You know it, you know. You feel it. In order to know it, in order to feel it, it's better you go and explore the spiritual system of the world.
Yeah, I've been
and
traveling
come to
around
a
the world,
conclusion.
testing everyone.
Yeah, testing and seeing yourself as well.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. But once you know your guru, you will develop the sincerity very automatically. It happens. It's a seed. It's gone in, and you might have a past life connection, or you know there is some awakening. And even sometimes your ego is very strong. You just get away from your guru, but then you'll go back to him or her or whatever. I have seen this happening. So it's a very beautiful, unique thing that guru-shishya relationship is.
Wow.
Because with a mother and child, I don't know, they will see life after life. But a guru and disciple, they are connected life after life. So that is something very beautiful.
And what if you didn't have this past life where you had a gurus?
Sorry?
What if you had like your past life where you didn't have your gurus, where you just like new soul, came on earth, didn't have any gurus before? How can you find a new one?
So it's like, again, when you have that intensity and awakening, you will definitely find a guru. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah, that's
We
interesting
chatted a lot about gurus.
question. That's interesting question.
Let's chat about egos.
Yes.
Ego. Oh gosh, great. So ego, why is it here? Why is it good? And what to do with that? And how to deal with it if it's not good?
It's okay to have I, because we need some preference. We have some preference, like having this individuality, having my body and having my mind. So you need a little bit of it to take care of yourself. So
Yeah,
you
to
need
have personality
that. Yeah,
kind
to
of,
have a personality, and you need that I. But in order to have a very spiritual life, or in order to, you want to know about a spiritual life or a healthy life.
Is spiritual life not healthy life?
No, not that.
Tell me. No, you tell me. You're the spiritual leader.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know.
Healthy life is
What is healthy
is like, you know, it's just a balanced life as it
Balanced life,
comes, and you know.
And spiritual life?
Spiritual life is you're more focused on a path, okay, on a journey, and you are having even more a strong purpose to serve, and that I say spirituality. But everything is spiritual in its own way. If you say, like, you know, everything is spiritual. Like whatever we go through is going to elevate us from one level to the other level. So if something is not happening via a guru, the experience is going to teach you the same. So anyway, it's like guru is someone like a mother. They are with you, and there is something happening in a blessings level where you feel that blessing, so that when you go through that experience, you don't lose the clarity. Many times experience is not a matter, you know. Sometimes you go through good things, sometimes you go through bad things. What matters there is they lose their clarity. So when you lose your clarity, you can't see things clearly, that affects you more than the situation which you're facing you. So it's more to be to have the clarity. The spiritual life is required, and to have the, as you said, for ego, it's okay to have a healthy normal ego, but you also should know to surrender yourself to the higher forces and the universe, and to be one with the whole process. Sometimes the mind is just a tool, thinking is just a tool, everything is just a tool. Ego is also just a tool. So don't identify your tool off this whole body mind complexities. And at one point it has to, you need ego, you need it, but understand and see that brings that idea of individuality, so I'm so and so, maybe I'm Vishwashirasini and you're Irina, and so we are having this karmic process and having our own deposits which we have to burn and cleanse and all that. So, but it's just an instrument, like how I use my hands, how I use my body, the same way I'm using my mind. So we have to have that understanding. It's ultimately it's not me.
Yeah.
So how to have that understanding. Yeah.
So how do we deal then with our emotions? Ego, emotions, projections, falling in love, falling out of love, being disappointed, being angry, being happy, having expectations, then all sorts of emotions of our everyday life. Maybe healthy life, maybe less healthy. But I guess in spiritual life, some people might also have some emotions on their spiritual life. If Guru didn't look at me as he looked at someone else, or I don't know.
That's true. It happens, yes. It's again a pattern, being emotionally vulnerable and sensitive. It's all again a pattern, and
How to deal with that?
It's very deeply rooted in your subconscious level. It's very deeply rooted, and it's also can be called as a karmic block, and you should know how to get over it by some chanting sound technique.
Like what? Like I'm disappointed, or I am angry. Would you chant something for that? Kind of. Would you give yourself a chanting healing pill?
Definitely.
Like, what would you chant for?
I will not say
for which reasons?
I like the word healing pill, but I will not say that. But yes, everything we can work through breath and mantra. It's possible. It's really possible. But
could you give us some mantra for heartbreaks?
Heartbreaks?
Yeah. Could you
Okay.
sing us some mantra for heartbreaks to heal faster?
So it's interesting. Maybe, yeah. What I'm saying is, any healing is possible through mantra, but the more deeper the pain and suffering is, it takes some more time to,
Yeah.
Sometimes if they are receptive to the chanting, it is different. Sometimes they are not receptive. Even then it works. Even then it works, but it's not going deeper. So the first thing is to an individual need to feel that they need a solution. If they don't ask for it, it's very difficult to help them. So that's something. And it's not just with mantra, the nature, everything, the 5 elements, everything. If you have the intention to help yourself, help that situation, you will be answered properly. That's what I feel. Yes.
So, any mantra for heartbreaks?
Heartbreaks, I would say you need healing, you need love. The love and healing is always a symbol of mother. It's a symbol of goddess. So maybe I would like to chant a mantra for Tripura Sundari. She is an embodiment of love, and she will help people who needs that healing. Okay. Because sometimes we have answer next to us, but we are not open to receive it. We seek for love, and the love is next to us. The love is all around, but we are not ready to receive it.
Okay.
So sometimes she should bless us to receive and give the balance to have this love, and which is which also opens our anahata. Maybe
Oh yeah, it's our heart
it's not the
chakra, by the
right place to chant, but however, it's in the nature, so I will
It's
just
nature.
yes.
It's nature. Irina just had a heartbreak, so Sundari,
Okay.
I'm ready for it.
Who has a heartbreak here? You?
Yeah,
Really?
just a few minutes ago. It's not for the camera.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So let us see what I'll
What
be able
magic.
to chant. Yeah. आदिमाया महानन्दिनी हंसा अमृतेश्वरी अमृतेश्वरी अनन्दानन्दिनी आत्मत्रिपुरसुन्दरी महायोनी निलयदारिणी वरभट्टारिके परमानन्दवरमेश्वरी ललिते भुवनेश्वरी आदिमायानन्दत्रिपुरसुन्दरी योगत्रिपुरसुन्दरी बाला त्रिपुरसुन्दरी अम्बिके जगदाम्बिके ललिताम्बिके महामाया अम्बा हंसायै नादहंसायै प्रणवाक्षर्यै प्रणवहंसायै ॐ बीजायै महाऐंकारिण्यै आनन्दमृतेश्वर्यै शिवा शिवोऽहम् महांसायै So
Thank you.
thank you to
That was Sri Shivasani.
Vishvashirasini.
Oh wow, third name. You didn't tell me.
It's very easy to call me Shirasini, but Vishvashirasini.
Vishvashirasani.
Yes, yes.
From
From Tamil Nadu,
Tamil Nadu.
South India. Yes, and it was very nice to have a conversation with you. You're
Thank you.
very attentive and enjoyable.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was Sri Shirasani Virasani, and that was Irina Busurina from Facebook group Juicy Life, and we post more videos with the beautiful spiritual teachers like this beauty. So loves, enjoy your beautiful life.
Namaste.
And namaste.